Hatshepsut is considered one of the most prominent figures in the history of ancient Egypt, as her reign was characterized by great prosperity and a profound impact on the history of the country. Hatshepsut was born around 1508 BC and was the daughter of Pharaoh Thutmose I. After the death of her husband Thutmose II, she assumed the rule as a pharaoh alone, which was unusual for a woman at that time. Hatshepsut assumed the throne in 1479 BC and decided to take the title of king for herself, reflecting her strength and determination to rule the country. She was well aware that she had to prove her worth as a queen, so she wore men's clothes and wore a fake beard, which gave her rule a sense of prestige and authority. Her strategic choice to adopt the symbols of male authority helped solidify her position and command respect from her subjects. Under her leadership, Egypt flourished, and her innovative approach to rule left an indelible mark on history. During her reign, which lasted about 22 years, ancient Egypt witnessed an economic and cultural renaissance. Hatshepsut promoted trade with neighboring regions, especially the land of Punt, which led to the flow of wealth and resources to Egypt. She sent trade missions to import frankincense and myrrh, which enriched the state coffers and increased the welfare of the people. One of Hatshepsut's most notable achievements was the construction of the Deir el-Bahari Temple in Luxor, which is considered one of the greatest architectural monuments in ancient Egypt. It was designed to be dedicated to the worship of the goddess Hathor and is distinguished by its beauty and splendor of its details. These projects reflected not only her political power, but also her interest in art and culture. Under Hatshepsut's rule, Egypt experienced a period of stability and peace. She was able to strengthen the Egyptian army and expand Egyptian influence in neighboring regions. She also encouraged the arts and architecture, which led to a flourishing of culture and arts during that period. Hatshepsut died around 1458 BC, but her influence did not end with her death. After her death, the new government tried to erase her memory and remove the traces of her rule, but she left a clear mark on the history of Egypt. Hatshepsut remains a symbol of a strong and inspiring woman, and her reign may represent the peak of the Renaissance in ancient Egypt. She proved that leadership is not limited to gender, but rather depends on ability and vision. Her legacy still lives on today, as she is considered one of the greatest pharaohs in the history of Egypt. The era of Hatshepsut in ancient Egypt witnessed many cultural and artistic achievements that left a clear mark on the history of the country. Hatshepsut was one of the few women to rule as a pharaoh in ancient Egypt, which changed the perception of women's ability to lead. Her authority led to the promotion of the idea that women could assume leadership positions with the same competence as men. By wearing men's clothing and embracing symbols of male authority, Hatshepsut was able to reshape the stereotype of women in society.